For hundreds of years, the island of Ireland has celebrated St. Patrick's Day. And while this year things will be a little quieter on our streets, in our castles, along our coastlines, there is always one place where the celebrations will never cease. In here. It's a testament to the renowned Irish spirit, a spirit that is spread to every corner of the globe. So, however you mark the occasion, always remember that no matter where you are in the world, as long as you have a piece of Ireland in your heart, you are celebrating with us. Happy St. Patrick's Day.
If you're Irish, come into the parlour, there's a welcome there for you. If your name is Timothy or Pat, as long as you come from Ireland, there's a welcome on the mat. And if you come from the Mountains or Killarney's place so blue, we'll sing you a song, we'll make a fuss. Whoever you are, you're one of us. If you're Irish, this is the place for you. And it's all for me growl, me jolly, jolly growl. It's all for the rum and tobacco. For I spent all me tin on the lassies drinking gin, far across the briny ocean I must wander. And where are me boots, me noggin boots? They've all gone for rum and tobacco. For the leather's worn out and the heels are kicked about, and the souls are looking out for better weather. In a neat little town they call Belfast, apprentice to trade I was bound, and many's an hour of sweet happiness I spent in that neat little town, till bad misfortune came o'er me and caused me to stray from the land. Oh boy. Far away from me friends and relations that followed the black velvet band. Her eyes, they shone like a diamond's. You'd think she was queen of the land. And her hair hung over her shoulders, tied up with a black velvet band. Her eyes, they shone like a diamond. You'd think she was queen of the land. And her hair hung over her shoulders, tied up with a black velvet band.
We were on our way home from Killarney, and we're coming up through the country. We're coming up through County Tipperary, and there was a very large funeral we came across, and we couldn't get through the town. It was a big funeral. There was 3,000 people at the funeral. I just had a quick look and I said, there's 3,000 people there. And I noticed that they were all fellas. They were all men at this funeral. I was fascinated when I saw all these men well dressed and the smell of aftershave while they all walking along behind the hearse. 3,000 men. So I parked the car and I walked along beside one of the men and I said, who's dead?
He said, the person above in the coffin, as far as I know.
So I said, this fella is a smarter Alec. So I moved up through the crowd. I mean, it's not easy to get up through 3,000 men at a funeral. And I found myself walking right behind the hearse with the chief mourner. And he's walking along, and he has an Irish wolfhound on a chain. He's walking behind the hearse, and it was terrifying. The froth was dripping out of the mouth, and the bloodshot eyes. And the dog was just as bad. So I says to him, I said, I'm terribly sorry for your trouble. I was walking along like this, you see. I said, I'm sorry for your troubles. I said, who's dead?
He said, the wife's mother is inside in that coffin. Up you by you!
He drew out and he kicked the back of the hearse. The bumper fell off. The dog went, rawr. I said, I'm terribly sorry about this. I said, your mother-in-law?
Yes, he said, she's in that box. Oh.
I said, what happened to her?
He said, this dog here bit her leg. It bit her leg and she was dead in 5 seconds.
I said, would there be any chance that I could borrow that dog off you for the weekend? And he says, you can, but you'll have to get down to the end of the queue.
Well, hello everybody, welcome. We are the Drunken Midnight Howlers. Happy St. Patrick's Day.
Yes.
About this time last year, we played 2 St. Patrick's Day shows, one in McBride and one at the Valemount Legion. And then the very next day, the order came down and there was no more music for, a whole year. Mm-hmm. We did play a little outdoor concert on the balcony, which a few of you came to, and we appreciate that. But we'll be playing for you live again soon. Before we get started with the second part of the show here, Slancha's the banner we have behind us here. This is the traditional Irish toast for good health. So lift a glass. Slancha.
Slancha.
Alrighty, let's get back to some music.
Drink Pepsi. Have you heard about the big strong man? Well, he lives in a caravan. Have you heard about the Jeffrey Johnson fight? Oh, what a hell of a fight. You can take all the heavyweights you got. We got a lad here can beat the whole lot. He used to ring the bell in the belfry. Now he's gonna fight. Jack Dempsey was me brother Sylvester.
What's he got?
A world 40 medals on his chest.
A big chest.
Killed 50 bad men in the West. He knows how to rest. Think of a man who's fire, don't push, just shout like you're in for you and me. He's got an arm.
He's got an arm.
Like a leg.
A lady's leg.
And a punch that will sink a battleship.
A big ship.
Takes all the army and the navy to get the wind up Sylvester.
Fare thee well, my love, they die 1,000 times adieu. For we're going away from the holy ground and the bird we all love true. We will sail the salt seas over and we'll return for shore to see again the girls we love and the holy ground once more. Fine girl, you're the girl I do adore, and still I live in hopes to see the holy ground once more. Fine girl, you're.
In the days I went courting, I was never tired resorting to the alehouse or the playhouse, or many's a house beside. I told me brother Seamus I'd go off and go right famous, and before I'd come back again I'd roam the world wide. So goodbye Machine Durkin, I'm sick and tired of working. No more I'll dig the graves, no longer I'll be poor. As sure as my name is Carney, I'll be out to California. Instead of digging graves, I'll be digging lumps of gold. Instead of digging graves, I'll be digging lumps of gold.
A gypsy rover came over the hill, down through the valleys of shady. He whistled and he sang till the green woods rang, and he won the heart of the lady. All they do, all day, all they do, all day. He whistled and he sang till the green woods rang, and he won the heart of a lady. He is no gypsy, my father should cry, Lord of his lands all over, and I shall stay till my dying day with the whistling gypsy rover.
I need some work done around the workplace. I put an ad in the paper, old school. Nobody turns up. Nobody. I'm getting worried. Then at the end of the day, there's a knock on the door and this guy comes in and says, well, hello there, I'm here about the job. He's obviously an Irishman who's travelled a lot because his accent is all over the place. Right, okay, but go with me. And I'm like, sure. I'm just going to put you through a couple of wee tests. He's like, to be sure. So I said, okay, first thing first, I want you to use this pen, and I want you to represent the number 9 on this piece of paper, but here's the thing, no letters, okay, or no numbers. He's like, that's no problem at all. Gets the pen, he does this, he draws this, he goes, he says, that's number 9. I said, how is that the number 9? He said, well, what you got here is a tree, right? And another tree and a tree. 3 plus 3 plus 3 equals 9. Wait, there's more. I said, that's kind of clever, but let's take it up a notch. What if I said, you've got to represent the number 99? No letters, no numbers. He said, that's no problem whatsoever. I'll show you right now. And he just goes like this. He's just like, what? That's 99. I said, how is that 99? He's like, well, quite simply, I've scribbled over the trees like that. So now you've got a very dirty tree. And dirty tree plus dirty tree plus dirty tree equals 99. Wait, it gets better because it's a joke and they come in threes. I said, if you really want the job, and he did, could you represent the number 100? No letters, no numbers. He said, is this the last one? I said, yeah, it's a joke. They come in threes, remember? Right, to be sure. So what he does is he draws a wee dot there, there, and there. And he says, that's 100 right there. I went, how is that 100? Here it comes. How is that 100? And he said, well, a little dog came along and did a crap under each tree. So now you've got dirty tree and a turd, dirty tree and a turd, and dirty tree and a turd. Yeah, there you have it. Hope you enjoyed it.
Well, welcome back, everybody. Hope you're enjoying the tunes. We're going to do a few sing-along Irish ones for you now. So if you know the words, belt it up. We'll hear you all the way from home. My wild Irish rose, the sweetest flower that grows. You may search everywhere, but none can compare to my wild Irish rose. My wild Irish rose, the dearest flower that grows. And someday for my sake she may let me take the bloom from my wild Irish rose. When Irish eyes are smiling, sure it's like a morning spring. In the lilt of Irish laughter, you can hear the angels sing. When Irish hearts are happy, all the world seems bright and gay. But when Irish eyes are smiling, sure they'll steal your heart away.
As I was going over the far-famed Kerry Mountain, I met with Captain Carroll and the money he was counting. I first produced me pistol, then produced me saber, said stand and deliver, for I am aboard the sea. I sure am gonna do da-ba-da. Whack for the daddy-o, whack for the daddy-o, there's whiskey in the jar. I counted out his money, it was a pretty penny. I put it in me pocket and I took it home to Jenny. She sighed and she swore that she never would deceive me, But the devil take the woman, 'cause he never will be easy.
I'll sure whack for the daddy-o, whack for the daddy-o, there's whiskey in the jar. Whack for the daddy-o, whack for the daddy-o, there's whiskey in the jar. Hey! In Dublin's fair city, where the girls are so pretty, I first set my eyes on sweet Molly Malone. Now she wheeled her wheelbarrow through streets broad and narrow, crying cockles and mussels, alive, alive, oh, alive, alive, oh, alive, alive, oh, crying cockles and mussels, alive, alive, oh. She died of a fever and no one could save her. That was the end of sweet Molly Malone. Now she post wheels her barrow through streets broad and narrow, crying cockles and mussels, alive, alive, oh, alive, alive, oh, alive, alive, oh, crying cockles and mussels, alive, alive, oh, alive, alive, oh, alive, alive, oh, crying cockles and mussels, alive, alive, oh. Albert Mooney says he loved her, all the boys are fucking over. Knock at the door and ring that bell, oh me true love Artie well. Out she comes, says white as snow, rings on her fingers and bells on her toes. Old Jenny Murphy says she'll die if she don't get the bell with the roving eye. Tell me, Ma, when I go home, the boys won't leave the girls alone. Pull my hair, steal my comb, but that's alright till I go home. She is handsome, she is pretty, she is a girl of Belfast City. She is Croton 1, 2, 3, please won't you tell me who is she?
I've been a wild rover for many a year, and I spent all my money on whiskey and beer. And now I'm returning with gold in great store, and I never will play the wild rover no more. And it's no, nay, never, no, nay, never, no more will I play the wild rover, no, never, no more. I went home to my parents, confessed what I had done, and I asked them to pardon their prodigal son. They threw their arms round me as oft times before, and I never will play the wild rover no more. And it's no, nay, never,
Right up your kill.
no, nay, never, no more will I play the wild rover, no, never, no more. And it's no, nay, never,
Right up your kill.
no, nay, never, no more will I play the wild rover, no, never, no more.
Here's to our wives and girlfriends. May they never meet. Cheers. May your neighbors respect you, troubles neglect you, angels protect you, heaven accept you. Cheers.
tall men are on their way, searching for the mountain tame.
In the hills of Connemara, mountain breezes dance and blow. Hear them from the flame below. The excise men are on the go. In the hills of Connemara,
Swing to the left and swing to the right. The excisemen will dance all night, drinking up the tea in the broad daylight. In the hills of Connemara, gather up the pots and the old tin cans, the mash, the corn, the barley and the bran. Run like the devil from the excisemen, keep the smoke from rising, Barney. Gather up the pots and the old tin can, the mash, the corn, the barley and the bran. Run like the devil from the excisemen, keep the smoke from rising, Barney.
Drink the savior of the human race. She invented medicinal compound, most efficacious in every case.
Now here's a story, a little bit gory, a little bit happy, a little bit sappy, a little bit piggy. Her medicinal compound, how it drove us raging mad. Now Uncle Paul, he was very small. He was the shortest man in town. They wrapped his body with medicinal compound. Now he weighed just half a pound.
Drink the savior of the human race. She invented medicinal compound, most efficacious in every case.
In the year of our Lord, 1806, we set sail from the sweet golden port. We were sailing away with a cargo of brick from the Grand City Hall in New York. Was an elegant craft, she was rigged fore and aft. Oh, how the wild winds blowed her. She had 27 masts, and we stood several blasts, and we called her the Irish Rover. We had 1 million bags of the best Lego rags. We had 2 million barrels of stone. We had 3 million bales of old nanny goat's tails. We had 4 million barrels of bone. We had 5 million dogs, 6 million hogs, 7 million barrels of pork. We had 8 million side of a blind horse's hide in the whole of the Irish Rover.
listening to us today, whether it's evening time or daytime. We sure appreciate it. Happy St. Patty's Day to you. We really enjoyed playing for you. Hopefully we can play live again for you one of these days if COVID would get the hell out of town. I just wanted to point out Annette is an O'Toole, an official Irish person.
No,
She's a tool. She's a tool, all right. O'Toole.
My grandfather
Right.
and great-grandfather.
Okay, well, that's fine. That counts.
My hat is Irish. How do you like my hat?
Very nice. All right, we're going to finish it off with an Irish Rovers classic. Have some fun. It's been a great party, so let's finish it off with this one.
Bye.
Could have been the whiskey, might have been the gin, could have been the 3 or 4 six-packs, I don't know. But look at the mess I'm in. My head is like a football. I think I'm gonna die. Tell me, oh, why wasn't that a party? Something took a grapefruit, or in my hat. I saw someone under my kitchen table talking to my old tomcat. They were talking about hot meat. The cat was talking back. Round about then everything went black. Wasn't that a party? Billy Joe and Tommy, well, it went a little far. They were sitting in my backyard blowing on the siren of somebody's police car. So you see, Your Honor, it was all in fun. It didn't drag me down on Main Street was just to see if the cops could run. Well, they're promising to see you in an alcoholic haze. I sure could use those 30 days to recover from the party. Whoa, wasn't that a party?
My head.
Wasn't that a party? Wasn't that a party?
Where's my cat?
Wasn't that a party?
Woo! That was.
Thank y'all. Have a good night.
I'm still looking for my cat.